celebrate their 30th anniversary of their marriage to each other, and have also proclaimed their love for each other in a church ceremony and 2 civil ceremonies, one in Canada and then one in New York State. Bill's ministry is out and proud, breaking down walls that divide and empowering the oppressed. Thank you, Father Bill, for being with us at Ramsey Pride. Please welcome Reverend William Cruz.
That's a speech.
Let him give you a flag.
That's a hard act to follow. Why did I get here? Thank you, Ram Jams. Thank you, Ram Jams. Woo! Oh, good. Oh. So many of you may not know this, but there are little signs at Episcopal churches. The Episcopal Church welcomes you. Wonderful. It took us a long time to get to really do that, though. They're little blue and white signs. St. John's doesn't have one outside, but that's okay. You'll see them all over the place. It took us a while to really get what that means, though. In fact, when our top elected leader, presiding Bishop Catherine Jefferts Shorey, was elected, it almost split the church apart. People didn't want a woman leading. They wanted to leave. Then, get this, the bishop who got me into this mess, Gene Robinson from New Hampshire, almost split the church too. In fact, at his ordination ceremony as bishop, they had to put him in bulletproof vests because people were going to kill him. They didn't want this. A few people, not the diocese, the people in New Hampshire elected him. They wanted him. They knew his life. They knew his witness. So why have I stayed in the church all these years and now 5 years in accepted this collar to be an ordained leader in the church in a place that really hasn't welcomed me? In fact, there are a lot of places that won't welcome me. I stayed because I need to be a witness and to be an agent for change, just like we are here right now, standing here loud and proud, being a witness for change. I knew in my heart that the Christian message is about love. That's what Jesus taught. That's all he taught, was love. And I met my husband 30 years ago because of the church. He was worshiping in a Roman Catholic parish at Rice University, and I had just moved there as an acting intern in Houston, and I was going to an Episcopal church where there was a young adult group that took me to dinner. This group became my family. Every Sunday night, we broke bread together, we shared a meal, and we were people from all different walks of life. Gay, lesbian, straight, bi, trans, questioning even, not knowing, needing a safe place, a place where we knew we were welcomed. It became a chosen family that dared to love like Jesus. Like Jesus with outcasts and sinners. Because that's how society has made us gay and lesbian and transgender people feel. We're outcasts and we're sinners. But that's where Jesus was with all of his love. Fast forward, my chosen family. John and I were already together, but we met an older man who was an only child, had never had a lover, never had a husband, never had a wife, because society wouldn't allow him. At least that's what he was taught. We formed a family and bought a house together and lived together until he died 3 years ago. Chosen family. We had to explain that term to a lot of people too. It wasn't anything sexual. We loved and cared for and nurtured each other. Chosen family. And that's what we do right here. This is a chosen family. That's what Jesus did too. Some of you may know this. On the cross, when he was crucified, he said to his mother, "There is your son," speaking about one of his beloved disciples. And he said to the disciple, "There is your mother." Chosen family. Jesus was showing us the way all the time. Today, many of us proclaim, don't we, love wins. Love is going to overcome all this hate. And all means all. You see that a lot of the times on pride flags now. Love wins and all means all. There's a problem though, and there's a book even. Bad theology kills. Young people are killing themselves because society is still telling them they're not good enough, they're not included. We're here to witness that they are included. They are worth it. We know that all means all. And at that little church at the top of East Main Street in Arch, all means all. Early in my service at St. John's, they knew I was gay when they hired me. They knew I had a husband, and they hoped he would join, but he's busy at his church. But one person stood up one Sunday, Jason Farrar, some of you may know, and spoke. I know, I see him. I'm smiling at him. Thank you. He spoke about Ramsey Pride. Maybe it was the first one. But he dared to stand up in the congregation that had never put flags or never done anything as far as I know, and spoke. I had to fight back the tears because I knew all meant all at that point. I was safe. I was loved. This was a community I could really be part of. Some of you may also know, if you're on the Ramsey Pride Facebook page, Kathy Feeney's picture is there from 2019, waving a flag. A proud parishioner of, well, there's Gordon right now. There's Kathy. Oh, there's Kathy. All this stuff is popping up now. That's because we're witnessing. We're standing here. We're gathering. We're proclaiming. Pride Month and rallies like this are to show there is a world that cares, a world that loves, and a community that fights for inclusion, justice, and equality. There are churches that do welcome all, and like the Episcopal Church, take this issue seriously. We in the Episcopal Church have been fighting for this for years. In fact, our LGBTQ members have been fighting for full inclusion in the church, and we now have ordination of gay, lesbian, transgender priests. We also have a marriage right that includes gay, lesbian, transgender, queer, intersex in full marriage in the church. Not just civil, in the church. We take this seriously. We baptize, we confirm, we marry, and yes, we'll even bury, if that time comes, LGBTQ plus people. We share pride with the communities, too often pushed to the margins, because Jesus showed us that it's at the margins where we need to do our work. Pride is to demonstrate all are welcome. And I borrow now from Kim Jackson. Anybody know Kim Jackson, that name? She's an Episcopal priest down in Georgia, and she's the first African-American LGBTQ senator in the Georgia State Senate. Whoa. LGBTQ senator in Georgia. She says this: "So, my friends, we say this each week. Wherever you are on the journey, whether you're the Magi who is still looking every single night for some sign that God cares about any of us, and if you're one who can no longer see the star because of the cloudiness in your life, dear ones, wherever you are, tired, discouraged, hopeless, feeling lost, full of doubt, skeptical, or afraid, wherever you are on your journey, you are welcome here. You are welcome here because the church is the place where people pray for you, even when you cannot pray for yourself. And the church is the place where people sing for you when your heart is overflowing or your throat is too full. Friends, all are welcome here. Bless you all. So I get to introduce Ann Steele, who is a multi-award winning